Terraria is just 2D Minecraft is a phrase I've heard at least hundreds of times over my years on the internet, and I would imagine you have too. But it's sad really, because the people that say this are either following a trend, have never played Terraria, or just like starting drama. Who knows? And technically, while Terraria's 1.0 release was sooner than Minecraft, the main developer of Terraria has admitted to taking inspiration from it. But Terraria has also stolen from many other games. But Terraria also has many aspects of other games in it as well, and I think more people need to hear about them. In this video, I'll be covering collaborations, but I'll also be covering inspirations, in order from most known to, well, not most known. Let's get the more obvious stuff out of the way first, starting with the Don't Starve DLC. This was a pretty sizable Terraria update, and most likely everybody watching this video has heard of it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I do want to cover some cool but pretty useless stuff that you might not know of. Did you know this update introduced 2 new hairstyles? Because I sure didn't. They both look interesting, but it's a cool addition nonetheless. Also, you know derplings, right? I would have to put these in my A tier of Terraria useless enemies, but this collab actually gave them a sort of purpose. They drop a pet called the Gloomer's Flower, and it's actually really neat. If you're willing to grind for it, that is. But look at how cute it is. Aww. It almost makes you forget about the 10 hours you threw away for it. If you combine all the herbs in Terraria, you can make a garland, which apparently smells like prettiness, but I mean, this looks so nice, especially on the female character. Although you probably know this one as well, I figured I would cover it anyways, but first, we need to downgrade our character. Much better. Now, it's time to go fishing. You might have heard that in 1.4.4, Terraria got a couple Stardew Valley items added. One of them is Joja Cola, and oh, hey, what's up, Nata? You want my Joja Cola? I mean, okay. Oh my god, a portal! And then after the portal disappears, you get a cute little apple. Oh my god! They also added another pet, but we are not talking about that one today. Did you know the Old Ones Army event is actually a collab? This event was developed so well, I genuinely thought it was regular content until like a year ago. It's a collab with the game Dungeon Defenders, specifically the sequel. It has a lot of content and is probably the second biggest collab in Terraria history besides Minecraft, because we all know that Terraria's 2D I'm not going to go through the effort of fact-checking to make sure that every single thing in this collab is from Dungeon Defenders, but I'm going to say that it's pretty likely. Personally, I've never played the game, but it looks cool, so I'll put a link to it in the description. Now, I know the first part of this video has been pretty boring, so let's ease your attention span with a quick fire round of collabs that were cool, but I didn't think deserved an entire segment. The Creeper set. This one's pretty self-explanatory. I think it would be cool if it had a passive explosion attack when you wore the full set, though. Did you know the SDMG originates from the game Edge of Space? Moving on. Back in 1.2.4, Relogic added a bunch of random stuff from their other game, Pixel Piracy, such as the Pirate Minion and the Falcon Blade. And if you go back to the Legacy mobile editions of Terraria, you'll find these 4 items, which are collabs with the game Worms 3. You still with me? Let's get back to the good stuff. In my last video, I covered the Pigron, which at the time I thought was just a weird enemy developed by the lunatics at Relogic, but that was until Frowner & Co. told me that the Pigron and Duke Fishron were inspired by Futurama? So, of course, I had to go check the wiki and, well, I'll be damned. Link to their channel in the description. Keep in mind, the wiki only says they resemble the creature, not that they were inspired by it. I'm pretty sure if they were, though, it was specifically from this scene. See the resemblance? Now, my question is Duke Fishron a mutated rat or just a really ugly crossbred pigfish? Ah, the yo-yos, one of Terraria's most mediocrely accepted additions. And look at how cool they all are. It would be pretty disappointing if Relogic partnered up with a yo-yo company to add a bunch of bland and incredibly similar yo-yos to ease with progression throughout the game, and god damn, One Drop Yo-Yos is a very good yo-yo manufacturer, and I have nothing against them. But let's talk about these boring yo-yos. We got the Rally, the Code 1, the Valor, the Cascade, the Format C, the Gradient, the Chick, the Code 2, and the Yellets. You know what they all have in common? They're boring. Quite literally, the only yo-yo on this list that has any form of special effect is the Cascade. You wanna know its super cool ability? It can set enemies on fire. OMG, bro. Like, come on, I know Relogic got paid for this. Why couldn't they at least add some sort of special effect to each? It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. I just want something. A debuff, a projectile, anything. Next, I want to cover Final Fantasy. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at this one too. If you go to Redigit's X profile and search Final Fantasy, you would actually find that although he doesn't talk about the game 24/7, it's clear that he enjoys it and has admitted that the hollowed armor was inspired from that game, specifically the character Cecile. We also can't forget the Breaker Blade. When I got this weapon as a kid, I thought it was just a really cool big sword, but nope, it's actually a reference to the Buster's sword from Final Fantasy VII. And I mean, just look at both of the games. There had to have been some inspiration here. And for the last inspiration, of course, I have to talk about Minecraft. As much as I joke about it, Terraria very clearly steals tons of content from Minecraft with zero credit, and it's so obvious too. Like, Minecraft has grass, Terraria has grass. Minecraft has building, Terraria has building. Minecraft has mining and crafting, and then Terraria has mining and crafting. Minecraft has combat, and what do you know? Terraria has combat. Minecraft is a video game, Terraria is a video game!